Vinyls 3. It's Vinyls 3 time. I don't actually... Okay, here's what I'll add. I'm going to change the lighting a bit because it's kind of bad. I wasn't initially going to do Vinyls 3 today because I kind of came to the conclusion that I didn't have enough to talk about. I have about 7 albums, new albums to go with. But since I finished The Wall, I was kind of like, why don't I just do 3 now? And then we'll do 4 when I've done a good amount of this wall too. The problem with it is like, okay, I'm going to show you. I don't like turning the camera, but like you guys don't see 2 records there. So I might actually like change camera angles entirely and move this back so you can like see the whole collection. So at some point I forget the Legrand painting thing. That's probably going to move. The My Beautiful Darkest Fantasy is going to move. It's going to suck at night if I ever wake up to a vinyl hitting my head. But I want this. I've thought of just moving those hooks and putting them on this wall, but I want them to be visible in videos, so I'm going to do it there. But anyway, Vinyls 3, I didn't expect to do it this fast, but since I got a job a couple months ago, I've just been able to buy them way more frequently. So I got a pretty hefty stack here, right here. So if you don't know what I do, I just go through each album. I just discuss each album. I've done 2 parts so far. I did one on everything on the wall, I think leading up to Kids See Ghosts. Then I did Thriller through Madvillainy, which was pretty much a bigger collection than this. But since we finished Wall 1, I'm going to do it. So let's start with my first record here, 808s and Heartbreaks by Kanye. Weirdly enough, this is not like I discussed it in my Kanye ranking. It's not among my favorite Kanye records. I have it mainly because it's a kind of rare album. Like this is usually coming out online for like $40 to $50. And I found it at a record store for like $20, so I decided to get it. It is dirty. It's definitely like my dirtiest album. It's definitely very used, as you can tell. You can see the kind of lines from the record. Inside, I love the inside of this. It's just so colorful and nice. You can see all just these beautiful colors. It just looks so cool. I also have an 808s and Heartbreaks disc in the middle, which always gets out of place. You can see that disc right here. This is the album on disc. I don't know why. This was much more useful probably back in 2008. Even in 2008, digital listening was still a thing. There it is. That's the... I do buy albums on disc. I actually will go over the one album I have on disc that I got recently at the end of this. Anyway, 808s and Heartbreak is a great album. It's an incredibly influential record. It's not my favorite Kanye record, but I do really appreciate 808s, and I do love it as an album. In any other person's discography, this would be like top 3, but since it's Kanye, it's not top 3. Next, I have Travis Scott's Astro World. Weirdly enough, this is not my favorite. Okay, just look at the back cover though. This is not my favorite. I love this album. It's one of my all-time favorite albums. At least of the decade. It's not like it's not in my top 100 probably, but it is an amazing album. I have it mainly because I love this cover art. In terms of every Travis album, this is easily his best cover art. I do like Rodeo more, but I bought it. I bought this at the same store I bought 808s, and I don't usually go and buy stuff from record stores because I don't have one close to me. But I decided to go for it, and this one was a very cheap price, and I wanted to show appreciation for trap music because my wall is filled with so much classic, older hip-hop and lyrical hip-hop that I'm like, hey, let's give a shout-out to trap because I love trap too. I want to buy a Future record too soon. I want to buy a Young Thug album because I want to show my appreciation for trap because I love trap. I just don't like it as much as lyrical rap. Okay, speaking of lyrical rap, we got J. Cole here, 2014 Forest Still Drives. Despite the fact that For Your Eyes Only is my favorite J. Cole album, I have this one because it's cheaper, because For Your Eyes Only is very rare. It's like, I usually find it selling for $80, so I'm probably not buying that one anytime soon. And I don't think this is a very close second J. Cole album. I love this album so much. I just don't love the concepts of it as much, but I still love it. This is a pretty easy record to come by. I'm happy I have it. I want to show my appreciation for J. Cole, which is kind of now how I buy records. I used to just buy my favorite albums, but now I kind of seek out albums from artists to show my appreciation for that specific artist. That's why I bought Astro World, that's why there's a couple other albums here that I bought. I bought this because I want to show my appreciation for J. Cole, and I'm happy about it. I do love 2014 Forest Still Drives. This is also definitely his best cover art. It looks awesome. I also considered buying the off season. I didn't, mainly because this is better. But I don't know. Off season is also like $30 to $40, and this is like $20. So, all right. Next, I got The Fugees The score. This is a very easy album to come by, but I love the food. Y'all know, y'all see Miseducation. I think I kind of overpraise Miss Lauryn Hill at this point as like my all-time favorite female musician. I think Miseducation is the greatest non-hip-hop record ever released, despite kind of being hip-hop. If you count it as hip-hop, then I say Thriller is my favorite, but I don't usually count Miseducation as hip-hop. It mostly to me isn't. This is hip-hop. I would have a very hard time denying this is a hip-hop record. It has my favorite Lauryn Hill song ever, Killing Me Softly. That song is magnificent. Look inside of this one, too. That's very nice kind of cover art inside. Overall, I'm getting a call from a number I don't recognize, so I will not be responding to that. But at the end of the day, I do really love this one. There's a couple pretty cool covers in this one as well. No Woman, No Cry has a cover. I mean, we all know Ready or Not. Fuji La has one of the most catchy hooks, I think, in music history. That's a great album. If you haven't checked it out, you are wasting your time. The score is one of the greatest hip-hop records ever made. It's shockingly, it's not even like on the same level as Miseducation. I just do think it's better. I mean, I think Miseducation's better. But in terms of a hip-hop record, if you like hip-hop, you're going to like the score more. But if you appreciate R&B too, you'll probably like Miseducation more. Next, I got 21 Pilots Trench. I've kind of expressed my fandom of 21 Pilots. I've been a fan of them longer than anyone else on this wall. I've been a fan of them since Stressed Out, kind of, which for me is a long time because when Stress came out, I was 10 years old. But I've always loved them, and this is my personal favorite one from them. I have it on disc, but the disc got destroyed. I stepped on it, and it got destroyed. So I bought the vinyl instead because I wanted to show appreciation for it. I love all of the work, all the art they did for Trench. It's all beautiful, especially this cover art. It just looks so amazing. It's the best thing 21 Pilots ever made. Fun fact, my sister owns Vessel on vinyl, and she doesn't have a vinyl collection. She just owns that one on vinyl. So maybe I'll ask for it one time, because I mean, I would be totally down with having Vessel. That's another amazing record by them. This is my favorite though. Trench is a magnificent album. It's so good. All right, we got two left. Next, we got Atrocity Exhibition. Danny Brown. This is one of these albums I bought because of the album. I love Danny Brown so much. But like, oh my god, this cover art is so cool. It's like probably like a top 5 cover art of all time. It's so weird, but creative and awesome. To me, Atrocity Exhibition is my favorite experimental hip-hop record ever. And I'm not really a crazy fan of the crazy, weird hip-hop, like Death Grips. I really hate Death Grips, sorry. But this is just amazing. Amazing. It's such a perfect album. It's an album I have a very hard time just like putting into small terms, but the way I put it is strange, but very well done. There's so many personal, amazing moments on it. So many just phenomenal moments on it. It has Really Dough, which features Kendrick Lamar, Absol, and Earl Sweatshirt. Like, what else could you ask for? There's just too many great songs in this. This album is incredible. I love it to death. All right, my final record, which I bought simply because of how much 50 Cent kind of means to me as an artist. Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm really interested about this cover art. I feel like his head is too high, and it's weirding me out. I love it, though. I mean, this is like one of my favorite cover arts ever. But here's how I see it. 50 Cent to me, while not being, like the perfect 10 out of 10 rapper, this one also has clear vinyls in it, which I will pull out. Despite 50 Cent, this probably really only being the only album that he's made that's among the greatest, it is so goddamn good. I cannot resist it. It's like, I cannot resist not buying it. It's just such a well-put album. 50 Cent, like, truly gangster rap. This is like top tier gangster rap. It's not an A+ album for me, but it's close. I adore Get Rich or Die Trying. Also, we'll look at this one. That 3-track run right there, Patiently Waiting, Many Men, Into Club. How is there a 3-track run that good? Also, if you add High All the Time, Heat, and If I Can't, is like the best 6-track run in history. Maybe add What Up Gangsta too. Seriously though, like, how the hell is this album this good? I love it. It's 50 Cent's masterpiece in my opinion. Easily his masterpiece. His second best is The Massacre, which isn't even like half as good. Okay, now I'm going to show this one. It's not a vinyl, but I bought it because it was insanely cheap. I have Tupac's Greatest Hits on disc. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. When I went to buy Trench, I just went to go look at vinyls and I saw Trench and I wanted to buy it. But I bought this one because it was listed for $27, but it was on sale for $10. $27 for 10. So I was like, I have to get it. I kind of regret getting it because I was like broke for a week. Yeah, I wasted all my money on it, but I'm not too upset about that. I mean, I'm not someone who listens to greatest hits albums, but this album has like my two most all-time played songs. Like any musician, Changes and Hit 'Em Up. It's probably the best greatest hits album in hip hop, and just the price fit everything. I wanted to buy it. I really wanted it. They sell this greatest hits on vinyl at it's Barnes and Noble that I went to. They sell it there, but weirdly enough, it's like behind the desk, like the front desk. Like, so there's this the huge vinyl section in the back. I love it. And there's like this front desk where like the employee's supposed to be, but I've never in my life seen an employee there. And it's like behind the desk. So I can't go like look at the Tupac greatest hits. And now that I have it on disc, I don't know why I'm buying this. Which I think I might start a disc collection. Like I think I kind of want to buy like 444 and like Yeezus on disc, despite the fact that there is a Yeezus vinyl that's just a bootleg. There is 444 vinyls. They're just extremely expensive bootlegs. I do kind of want to buy them because I'm like, I love 444. It's my favorite Jay-Z record. Yeezus is one of my favorite Kanye records. It's actually not. It's actually lower half Kanye, but I do adore it. It's an amazing album. And I'm kind of like, I want to show my respect to it, but I don't have a copy for it. Then again, there was like $60 bootlegs, so I might do that. Whatever the case may be, though, I bought this. I don't usually buy discs, but I keep this over there, and I feel like I should stop blocking it with vitamin water bottles. Just be like, hey, look, it's Tupac. I kind of want to just make this in the background of my videos. I don't know where, though. Point is, though, is it's amazing. All right, that's Vinyl Collection Part 3. Vinyl Collection Part 4 will come out when this wall is more done. And I will change my camera angle once I start adding albums to this wall. So what I'm actually going to do, so if you can see it, right there, you see the extra. Actually, it looks like I only skip at one. Okay, the extra one right there. So I'm going to buy an album for the first one, the second one, the third one. It's actually not really pointing out well. So like, I'm going to buy one for that first one, that one right there. Then I'm going to buy one for that one. And buy one for that one. Then I'm going to buy the College Trilogy for these three. I know one of them's uneven. I will fix that. It really bothers me too. I just have to adjust the last two and then it's fine. Which will be very difficult because I kind of have to rip them off the wall. But whatever the case may be, we're going to start the collection back up there. I might also start doing something like I might replace albums on this wall for that wall because this wall is more prominent in the video. But I mean, at the end of the day, vinyl collection's not ending. And at some point, I guess I'll start on this wall. It does feel a little weird to have a whole room that would just be covered in vinyls, but I love vinyls, so I don't know why I wouldn't. Point is, though, is vinyl collection is going to get huge. It's going to get big, and I love it. So if you told me a year ago I would be spending the majority of my money on this, I would have told you no. I was just on Google. I've never seen vinyl prices so low. I saw like all these albums. Like I saw Late Registration for $25. That's never happened. I've never seen for that shit. So I saw Hendrix for $25. Never happened. I've never seen that in my life. So I might go shopping after this. I mean, the fact is, I bought a studio microphone stand. So I wasted, that would cost like $100. So I wasted all my money. But when I get money again, I'm going to start getting albums again and back into this. Okay. See you guys next time. I'm rambling on now. I might make a new Miss Anthroponi video. I don't know yet. I think I will, though. Bye.